A couple of summaries of why USA field hockey. So if you look at the next slide, this is what we're perhaps known for and what we collectively discussed as a sport of what we want the National Association to be when we went through our strategic planning in 2016. And these three strands probably captured pretty well what we stand for and why we exist. But you could look at it on the next slide and say something differently as well. That this is structurally why USA field hockey exists. We're set up by federal legislation. Most people probably don't know that, but that is the facts. We are a national governing body or national association. We're set up by the Amateur Sports Act. This is federal legislation. But on the next slide, perhaps, is probably the most important thing that we do, which is about leadership. Programs like today and many other programs, which I'm not saying the staff are the leaders, you are the leaders, you lead the programs that you deliver. We're about inspiring new people to join the sport, and we provide that structure, whether it be in rules or in season structure and events and the athlete pathway as people progress through our futures and our elite athlete pathways. Sure, that's what we're about. So on the next slide, you could probably summarize it like this. It's as simple as this. USA field hockey is the sport. It's really important to have a strong national association, which equals having a strong sport. I see it working in Colorado Springs with the other Olympic sports. Those who are small have small sports, and those who have a national association that the whole sport rallies around, then you can do stuff. You can really invest in the future. You can invest in your national teams. So I commend all of you who support the programming that USA Field Hockey put on, those who serve on the committees and task forces and boards and foundation boards. You're all making the sport stronger. When you go on to some of the coaching courses that Craig and Liz deliver, when you go onto our website and look at the programming, when you get involved in things like Safe Sport, you're all making the sport stronger. So please rally those around you as well to support the national governing body. Because this is what our shared ambition is. And it's all our ambition. I'm pretty sure I speak for everyone in the room when we want all of these things. We love field hockey so much. It's made such an impact in our lives. We want all these things. And these are all the things that we're striving to achieve. And you can see there's more of everything. We look forward to the day when there's double, treble, 5, 10 times as many people involved in the sport with as many fields and equipment. Then we're going to be happy people in this room. And it has grown. But most of all, we want people to have more fun. If people are having fun in the sport, it is the central value that we look to achieve. So how do we do that? And what leadership can we provide and inspiration can we provide? We as the people in this group, in this room, because you are the leaders in your community, and you have that important impact you can make upon people coming into the sport. So how do we do that? And the answer really, after lots of thought and working with the experts in our sport around the world and experts in this country, how do we deliver a program of our sport that is ever more fun and ever more appropriate for young people and older people to stay in the sport and everyone in between? And the answer is this. It's the American development model. I'm going to pass on to the experts in a sec to talk through this, but this is absolutely critical. This is going to take years and years and years to spread through, but it is the underlying philosophy of what we can do to make our sport better, so we have more of everything, particularly more fun. And in summary, the one line is what, when, and how we teach, train, and play. And that is down to you and the hundreds of other leaders of the sport in your communities. So we really need to understand, digest, challenge, and then deliver hockey in this way.